In the heart of modern cities and the tranquility of rural landscapes, a silent epidemic is on the rise. Adolescence is a crucial stage of life, marked by rapid growth and development. Welcome to Health-Link, Mind and Body Harmony. My name is Alice binti Muhammad Azril, and we will delve into ensuring good health during these years. The Adolescent Health Survey 2022 reveals critical insight into the physical and mental health of Malaysian adolescents. Cardiovascular disease and obesity, once considered ailment of the affluent, now threaten the health of millions worldwide. Physical health is the cornerstone of well-being. However, the survey highlights concerning trends in cardiovascular disease and obesity among adolescents. Sedentary lifestyles and unhealthy eating habits are major contributors. The prevalence of fast food combined with a lack of physical activity is fueling this health crisis. The root causes of heart attack and stroke are multifaceted.
Malaysia is actually so-called the developing country. And actually we try to pick up the bad habit from Western. So our children are more westernized. Nowadays they are talking about Big Mac, Pizza Hut, Kentucky. Okay, so all this is high calorie. So this can cause obesity. And nowadays we are all pamper our child by giving them the iPad, iPhone, and what they do is they exercise their hand without exercise their body. So this all lead to obesity. Okay, and it's not surprised we are the so-called the number one obese in the Southeast Asia, because actually based on the BMJ report, 49% of the female and 44% of the male in Malaysia are obese. It's half of it. And we are actually more obese than Singapore. We know Malaysia always compete with Singapore, and now we beat them because we are having more obesity. Okay, and we know obesity is not good because they are associated with many medical illness. For example, if you got obesity, you are more prone to get hypertension, high cholesterol, diabetic. Okay, and as a result of these three, you're more prone to get ischemic heart disease, even heart failure.
High blood pressure, high cholesterol, and smoking are well-known culprits. But behind this, lifestyle changes play a critical role.
All over the world, we're getting larger. The authors of this study say they are shocked by how fast obesity levels have risen since 1990.
Increasing physical activity is paramount. The NHMS 2015 study highlighted that regular exercises significantly reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease and obesity or any related diseases. Nutritional education is equally important. Encouraging healthy eating habits from young age can prevent the onset of these conditions.
Many of these children and young people are going to be living with obesity for, unless something is done about it, for the majority of their life. And to the best that we know, for many outcomes of obesity, the length of being affected by it matters.
The World Health Organization says governments and the food industry should make healthy food cheaper.
In the hustle and bustle of our modern world, a silent crisis is affecting millions. Depression and anxiety, this mental health issue can lead to severe long-term consequences, including stress overload, panic attacks, and in the most tragic cases, suicidal thoughts. Depression, often linked to academic pressure and social issue, severely affects daily functioning. Long-term exposure to stress, traumatic experiences, and also societal pressure often risk the developing depressive disorder. Anxiety disorder range from mild worry to debilitating panic attacks. The effects of depression are profound. A person suffering from depression might experience persistent sadness, loss of interest in daily activities, low self-esteem, and concentration issue. For adolescents, the symptoms can include irritability and social withdrawal, potentially escalating to panic attack and suicidal thoughts if left untreated.
If you want to look at overall why people doesn't come forward to seek treatment, probably the basic things that people don't recognize the symptoms. I suppose for schizophrenia, people more easily to recognize when someone start talking themselves, and then we start become aggressive, but it's too late already because they've been hearing voices for probably a year or two. Only when they become aggressive, only the family recognize that person having mental problem, mental health illness. But to understand, to recognize, I'm having depression, anxiety, people don't recognize it. So we have to together collaborate to have awareness campaigns.
Yet, there is hope. Addressing depression and anxiety requires a multi-phase approach. Early intervention by mental health professionals is crucial. Treatments range from medication and psychotherapy to lifestyle changes. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and interpersonal therapy, IPT, have proven effective in managing symptoms. Creating a supportive environment where adolescents feel safe to express their feelings to seek help is essential.
Let's understand a little bit about why you're feeling this way. We have lost a sense of control, and that is one of the reasons why individuals feel anxious, scared, and also at times depressed. There's a few things that we can do. Start thinking about this movement control order as something that we want to give back to the country, is to actually regain as much control as we can. During the movement control order, some of us lose ourselves a little bit. We might be watching television a little bit too much than we want to. Set up daily routines. The more definite your routine, the more easier it is for you to regain control, the less anxiety that you actually feel. Do something called self-care. For example, using journaling, maybe reading, painting, set some time to exercise. Making sure that you eat healthily is also another way to actually manage your moods during this period of time. Some of us might be eating a little bit too much. That might cause our mood to be a little bit depressed. Have meaningful engagements in the activities that you're actually doing. Having meaning to these activities is also very, very helpful. And I really hope that you doing these things will be able to help you feel just that little bit better.
My name is Dr. Chua Suk Ning, and I'm a clinical psychologist. And I want to talk about why mental health should not be a taboo topic. So I started a community organization called Relate. And the intention is to raise public awareness of what mental illness is, and also to develop intervention and prevention programs. And so one of the things that my partners and I did, Minda Kami, we started a social media campaign called I'm Not Ashamed, Malaysian edition. It's really about people coming forward to say, hey, I'm not ashamed of having a certain disorder. And not to glorify an illness, but to say, I'm okay that I'm not feeling great right now. This campaign has really hit home for me. So my sister is going through a tough time right now. And so when we launched it, I invited her. I said, hey, would you like to participate in this campaign? She said yes. But so she duly took a piece of paper, wrote hashtag I'm not ashamed, and took the picture, posted it on social media. And at that point, I don't think I've ever been prouder of her. And I'm proud of everyone who joined the campaign. And I continue to urge everyone to step forward to say, I'm not going through a great time right now, and I don't want to be ashamed of that. I also encourage the community to come around them and to say, we're not ashamed of standing with you. We're not ashamed that you are going through a tough time. One of my personal goals is to make treatment more accessible to everyone. And so what we are doing at Relate is trying to create community mental health centers that people can get the affordable treatment. And so I really need Malaysia as a whole community to stand up for mental health, to recognize how important mental health is to us.
So what can we conclude? Enhancing adolescent health requires a collaborative effort. From policymakers to healthcare providers, everyone has a role to play. By addressing this health issue requires an integrated approach. Holistic healthcare involves treating the mind and body as interconnected entities. Comprehensive wellness programs, regular health checkups, mental health screening, and lifestyle coaching are vital. We need to invest in comprehensive health programs that address both physical and mental health. This means allocating resources for public health campaigns, improving access to healthcare services, and supporting research on adolescent health. Collaboration between government agencies, non-profit, and the private sector can enhance the effectiveness of these programs, ensuring they reach the most vulnerable populations. Let's advocate for programs and resources that support good health initiatives. Together, we can create a healthier future for our adolescents, ensuring they grow up strong, both physically and mentally. Thank you for joining us on Health Link, Mind and Body Harmony. Till we meet again next time. Bye!